everyone. So, just want to brag real quick. Lost another ½ pound. Yep. I feel pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good. You know, you can tell the difference when you start to lose weight. It's like, things get so much easier to do, like going up and down the stairs. I love going up and down the stairs now. It's like before, it's like, oh my god, I have to go up the stairs. Now it's like, oh, it's great. Eventually, my goal is to get to a point where I can go skiing again. See, because I've got like, I don't know what it is about my thighs, but not my thighs, my calves. I've got like fat calves, and those shoes, they are really tight, and so I have to like lose more fat before I can go skiing again. I love skiing. Also, I have to build up more muscle in my legs too before I think I would feel comfortable going skiing again, which means more walking, more hiking. Love to hike. Oh, I went to Burfoot Park up in Olympia, Washington yesterday. And actually it might be right outside of Olympia, Washington. I'm not sure, but it's Thurston County regardless. It's right there. It's like 15 minutes outside of Olympia. It's like downtown Olympia, I mean. Basically, if you go up 4th, and then you head, I think it's East Bay Drive. Follow it straight out. There's Burfoot Park. Anyway, went out there. It was a lot of fun. Just looking through the rocks. There's like this giant cliff of glacial till, and so you go look there. There's so many cool rocks and stuff. I was like looking through there. There's tons of pieces of like petrified wood all over the place. It's just so cool. I like looking at rocks. I think rocks are really interesting. So, but what I really wanted to make a video about, not my weight loss. Anita Sarkeesian, my goodness, what a fucking crybaby. And I say this with the most love intended because I don't hate her. I absolutely do not hate her. But the way that she talks as if women in the United States are actually oppressed. And to me, I'm going, what? Where? How? When? Why? She goes on and on and on about the oppression of women. I've never seen her really be able to show it. And she goes, I'm being harassed by all these people. And it's like, well, what is your, you know, qualification for harassment? It's, Anita, do you believe what you say you believe? And if she wants to be, that to her is considered harassment. To me, that's like a legitimate question because there has been criticism of her beliefs. And some people find her beliefs to be absolutely incredulous. Like me. Like her claims that women are an oppressed class in the United States. I can tell you for a fact that that's not true. It's just not. Maybe you have isolated communities in some areas. But my god, no. We have the Equal Rights Act or amendment or whatever the fuck that was. Where it's basically like you can't discriminate based on sex or race. I don't know if religious affiliation is part of that too. I hope not. I think you should be able to not affiliate with somebody based on their ideology. And to me, a religion is an ideology. Any religion out there. I happen to think some ideologies are better than others. But my personal opinion on religion is that you need to find your own path. I don't think organized religion is the best way to go. I do think that we are all connected. I think we're all one. That is kind of a very Hinduistic, Buddhist sort of approach. But from what I've taken from different teachers and you know, ideas and stuff, you just kind of, you have to fill it out for yourself, you know? You are the person who finds your path in life. And here's the thing with Anita. It's like, the things that she complains about, like video games. Like women looking attractive in video games. It's like, no, sweetie, we want to look attractive in video games. Do you understand that a woman doesn't want to play a fat woman any more than a man wants to play a fat woman? Okay? Like, we just don't. We want to play the fairy princess who looks, you know, soft and pretty and feminine. I'm sorry if you don't like soft, pretty, and feminine. That's more your issue than mine, though. And so, I don't know. She just, like, acts like women are children or something. And it's like all these fucking feminists. It's like, for instance, like, high heels are supposedly oppressive. I think I was watching a Shoe on Head video the other day, and she's a feminist makeup tutorial, and it was this really fat, really ugly looking squat girl, and she was like being super sarcastic and snarky about applying makeup to her face, and she's like, oh yes, and putting on eyeliner is going to advance my professional No, sweetie, it just makes you look like you're not fucking ugly. I'm sorry, if you come into a business office and you look like a piece of shit because you don't take care of yourself, dude, no one's gonna want to fucking talk to you. You're like that weird kid on the playground who no one wants to hang out with. It's like, why does she smell bad? But with feminists, it's usually, why is she so hairy? Doesn't she know she should pluck her eyebrows? Like, God, she's got, like, whiskers growing out of her chin. Holy shit. It's like, yeah. If you want to succeed in business, yes, you have to look professional. You have to look put together. You have to look like you are an organized person. And part of that is your appearance. When you come in, you look like a frumpy piece of shit. People think, oh, frumpy piece of shit. I'm sorry, that's just what you put off. Like, if you want to look like a pretty attractive woman, I'm sorry, you have to work towards that. I know that I'm very attractive without makeup to begin with. That doesn't mean that I've never worn makeup, though. I wear makeup regularly. I go through cycles. It's like, I'll go through months where it's like, oh, I want to wear makeup every day, and then I'll go through months where it's like, fuck it, I'm not, no makeup, none. And I do like being more natural. But, like, with these feminists and, like, Anita Sarkeesian stuff, it's always like, women are oppressed, women have to do this, women have to do that, women have to do all this crap. It's like, what? No? Wait, attractive women are oppressive? Wait, so you're saying I'm oppressive because I'm attractive? Which, I do know that I'm attractive. But it's like, oh God, it's so weird. It's like, for instance, like makeup. If you don't want to wear makeup, don't wear the makeup. If you're a business person, I would suggest wearing the makeup. It's going to make you look more put together and whatnot. But like, dude, if you're really like the type of person who's like, I don't want to wear makeup, I don't want to have to deal with this crap, maybe being a business person is not the job for you. And why are all these women like obsessed with this concept of succeeding and climbing the ladder and all this crap? It's like, no, shut. First of all, you're not going to be successful in a business environment. You're too much of a cunt. And this is, well, both of them. The one that I saw on Shoe on Heads and Anita, because they were both horrible. But you're not going to succeed in business because you're a cunt. That's why Anita shills, because she doesn't have any other skills. If you are a real woman, if you are really someone who is fighting for equality between men and women, if you believe that men and women should be equal, you can't act like a child. You can't act like the trends of the world are there just to oppress you. No. Look, a strong, independent woman would look at the world and go, what can I do with it? What can I make of it? Where can I go? What can I do? What do I want to do? Where are my passions? Where's my motivation? Where's my path in life? How do I become somebody who can take care of myself and move forward with my life and have goals and aspirations that I can work towards and reach some sort of result? Anita doesn't understand that acting like a child's not going to get her anything that she wants, right? And that's what she does. She can't even handle the presence of somebody she dislikes in the audience. She can't handle it. She starts throwing a fit like a 2-year-old. And you know what? I would hope that Anita Sarkeesian sees videos like this talking about her and her reactions, because here's the thing. I don't know if she knows how she comes off. She comes off like a complete cunt. And it's like, Anita, do you know that you're acting like a 2-year-old? Do you know that you're acting terribly? Do you know that when you write articles that mention harassment like 50 times and you just repeatedly repeat yourself, women are oppressed. It's always, women are oppressed, people are harassing me, women are oppressed, people are harassing me, women are oppressed, women are oppressed, people are harassing me. It's the same thing. You could write the same article just by being like, people are harassing me. Women are oppressed because people are harassing me. Women are oppressed because people are harassing me. Anita Sarkeesian, I'm the most important. I'm the best. I am the best feminist out there. I am the most purest. I fight for women. I fight against the video games. I'm the best. I am the best. Above all the rest. The rest of you, anybody who criticizes me, is a garbage human. Don't criticize me. Don't criticize me! You criticize me, I'm gonna have to come cry about it to somebody. And then you won't be invited next year. That's what I'm gonna do. God, how pathetic are you with that you cannot take criticism? It's like, I just want to have a conversation with Anita. I just want to go, Anita, honey, look at me. I'm a woman. I believe in equality between men and women. And according to the feminists, the definition of feminism is equality between men and women. Here's the thing, honey. We already have equality between men and women. And by you acting like a child, you make women look bad. Anita, you are bad for women. You are the reason why men think to themselves, fuck it, I'm not going to get married. You're the reason why men look at women and go, oh my God, they're such children. You give women a bad name because you cannot approach any sort of criticism with any degree of open mind or rationality. It's an immediately reactionary response. And the immediate reactionary response is, you're harassing me, get the fucker off the stage, get them away from the mic, get them out of here, get them out, kick them out, don't invite them, don't have them here, they're harassing me. I'm so harassed, I'm harassed, I'm harassed, I'm harassed, I'm harassed, I'm harassed, I'm harassed. Honey, shut the fuck up. No one cares. If you can't handle criticism, and here's the thing, I don't know if you are getting harassed. There might be people out there going, Anita, I want to kill you. I want to fucking blow your house up and blah, 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 and all this shit. By the way, this is an example. I'm not actually saying that. She could have people doing that. But at that point, you respond with, okay, well, good luck finding my address. Like, I haven't been doxxed yet. Well, or her, you know, it could be like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to call the police, report. I mean, that's what you do. You do not respond in a, I'm a victim mentality. And second of all, if you're like some rando on YouTube, it's like, I don't think this motherfucker knows where you live. I don't think they really want to kill you. I think a lot of it is, it's money making for her. She goes out, she cries, she gets money. Because she's spoiled. she acts like a spoiled 2-year-old. And the rest of the feminists and crazy people, they just keep feeding the spoiled brat. And she gets to start feeling like she's more and more powerful, right? And so whenever somebody challenges her power, it really upsets her world. And it's like, but no, honey, you're wrong. You're such a cunt. You're horrible. You're a spoiled brat. These people who won't, engage with you, who won't call you out on your bullshit and your nasty behavior, they're not helping you. They're not showing you love. If anything, they're stepping out. They're going, I'm stepping out, and I'm going to let her blow up on her own. That's what they're doing. What the people who actually came there, they sat there, they wanted to listen to you, they got up, they started asking you real questions. That's a good thing. That's a good thing for you, to have to engage with ideas that are not your own. Because other people have many, many other ideas. There's ideas that you can't even possibly conceive of that has nothing to do with race or gender or sexism or racism. Like, what the fuck does fractals have to do with any of that? Fractals are non-sexual. They're non-racial. They're mathematical. Oh, maybe you could say that fractals are bigoted because only intelligent people can understand them. But fuck you, it's part of nature. It's how it's built. It's like, oh, god damn, this woman, she focuses so much on it. It's like, you could be doing other things, more useful, productive things with your life, and actually making a good name for women. Like, women, I don't know what these fucking bitches are talking about these women not being powerful, about these women not fucking being oppressed. Being oppressed, like, what the fuck? I don't know where this oppression comes from. I don't know, because I don't see it. I don't see it. I can't perceive it. I can't touch it. I can't feel it. I can't taste it. I can't sense it with psychic energy. I can't do shit with it. So I don't know where this is coming from. Especially when I see places in, like, the Middle East where women are forced to cover themselves in a giant polyester garbage bag, essentially. It's like, holy shit, you think we're oppressed? I could go down the street topless in Portland, Oregon if I wanted to. Nobody would touch me. I mean, I might get groped. I don't know. There might be some homeless guy. But I'm saying I wouldn't get arrested. If I'm just hanging out, like, with my ginormous titties, like, walking down the street, and I'm like, hey, what's up? It's just hot out. I think it's actually nudity is legal in Portland. I know that they have the naked bike ride every year. That's what I'm basing that off of. I want to say that you can. I'm not 100% sure. But the point is, if you walk down... The point is I could walk down the street nude. And I would not be physically harmed by anybody generally, There might be somebody. I'm not saying walk down the street nude. I think that's a bad idea. I think some crazy might get in their head. But most people are going to look at that and go, what the fuck? Why is she walking around nude? Holy shit. What? What they're not going to do is come stone you to death. Not going to do that. They're just not. I don't know. Such a weird fucking thing. It's so weird. It's so weird. We women here, we're so protected, we're so privileged, we're so loved, we're so admired by people. I mean, and here's the thing, it's like, there were certain people, women, who worked hard to build up the idea that women could be strong, powerful businesswomen and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. But you know what? They did that quietly. They didn't do that by screaming and shouting and crying and carrying on. They did that by putting in hard work. And then when they became successful, they became an example for other women to follow. It's like, I'm a businesswoman. I own X amount of businesses, blah, blah, blah. It's like, That's how you do it. That's how you become a role model for young women. If you want somebody to go into STEM, you need to go into STEM. Talk about being in STEM. If that's something that's really, really important to you. By the way, I would encourage women to go into STEM. The thing is like, a lot of times women can be very creative, and it's not always that you're going to have, like, the best ideas or be the best at it, but as part of a team, I think women bring something special to, like, the idea of design, you know? And some women are good at some things. Some women can be very mechanically oriented. I'm not saying all, but it's like if you want women to be something, involved with something, you want women to be powerful, you have to stop telling them that they're oppressed. Honey, Anita Sarkeesian, we are not oppressed. You are not oppressed. I promise you. You live in the United States. You live in a place where you are allowed to surround yourself in your own little echo chamber. Where else in the world are you really privileged to do that as a woman? Nowhere. Everywhere else, you know, women, I mean, not everywhere else, but, you know, the third world countries, you have women who were stoned to death because a man raped them. That's fucked up. You want to talk about the rape epidemic in the United States where women are just getting raped on a daily basis, blah, blah, blah. Never been raped. I have never been raped. You'd think by now. I went through college for 4 years. I was hoping, you know, by the end I'd have some sort of horror story. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. You know what? The boys at college, I remember hanging out at one of the boys' dorms, and they were like, okay, well, we have to walk you back to your dorm so that nothing bad happens to you, because this is what we do. We're very gentlemanly. When we have female guests, we're supposed to take them home, walk them home, and then come back. And guess what? That's not fucking oppressive. That's protective. I don't know if these people understand. It's like, well, there's gender roles. It's like, yes, men are bigger and more powerful. And if a man attacks me, I would rather another man fight him off than me fight him off, because I will lose. Another man has a chance. I will lose. And it's like that. That was my college experience, was respectful, gentlemanly men walking us back to the dorm, leaving us there, and going home. I never saw this rape epidemic on my college campus. Maybe I was isolated because I was on a private Catholic university, although, you know, supposedly Christians are evil, too. Catholic Church is like evil. You can make a lot of criticisms of the Catholic Church. I don't know how much criticism you can make of the Congregation of the Holy Cross specifically, though. I feel like it's maybe better than some of the other ones, but they have different sects and orders, and some of them are more corrupt than others. I got the impression that Congregation of the Holy Cross was a bit less corrupt. Although that fucking school's so expensive. That's how I know I'm privileged. I'm privileged female living in the United States. My race has nothing to do with this, by the way, because there were many people of many different colors going to that school. Saudi Arabians. I was friends with someone who was Saudi Arabian. I saw Hispanic people. I saw black people. I saw a lot of Samoans. There's a big Samoan population on the campus for some reason. And at my high school. I don't know. In large portions of, like, Asian people, it's a very mixed culture, you know? It's, like, not mixed culture, but, like, mixed race up there. Yeah, the vast majority of people are white, but as, you know, the makeup of the country is, like, 75% white, that makes sense. Anywhere you go should be about 75% white, if it's representative of the entire country. But more likely than not, it's just gonna be representative of that school. It's like, the idea of fractals is that you can take a smaller population and multiply it out to a bigger population, which works great if you have the right population and you're applying it to a different correct population. But you can't go look at, like, college campuses and go, it's representative of the entire United States of America, because that's a certain subset of a certain population, of a certain age group. of certain classes, and each college is makeup is going to be different. Mix of classes, like a community college is probably going to have more people who are less, have less money, advantage, whatever, in life. And private universities, you're going to get, basically rich kids. That's just what happens. It's not racist, it's not oppression, it's not anything. I don't know, I just don't hate how Anita acts like a child. And she wants people to treat her like a child. She wants people to treat her with child clips. She doesn't want to be imposed upon by anything that's slightly unpleasant to her. And it's crazy to me. It's so crazy to me that this woman screams about oppression, about women and all this stuff, and yet she acts like a child. It's like, no, Anita, if you want women to have equality, you have to stop acting like a child. Start acting like an adult. You act like an adult, you become the example for other women to follow. For instance, like for me, it's like I've been trying really hard to figure out what I want to do with my life. And I think I've kind of figured it out. I want to go to school. I think I'm going to become a dental hygienist. So probably just going to go to the local community college, but what that'll do, it'll allow me to get a good job. Like, dental hygienists make like $60,000 to $80,000 a year. And so what I would do, get that job, start living on my own, become more independent. And then what I want to do is start researching like herbs and for like medicinal purposes. And eventually I would like to open some sort of farm where I could grow herbs and then like maybe like have vitamin supplements from the herbs, but have it be more organic and natural and stuff like that. It'd grow great. It would sell great in Portland. And there's certain things like, for instance, lavender has estrogen mimickers, and so this is one of the reasons why you don't want a lot of lavender around, especially young developing boys, is because lavender will make them start to like grow breasts and stuff. It's like, it's terrible. It's not a good thing. You want your boys to develop properly because it's a biological thing, and they're going to have an easier time in life. And just in the last thing I want to mention, it's like this whole like emphasis on appearance, right? It's like, for instance, I know I'm attractive, and I'm attractive without makeup. It means that I'm genetically superior to somebody who's less attractive. And I don't mean that in a cruel way, but what makes attractiveness? Symmetrical face, proper sized eyes, golden ratio proportions, whatever I have going on with my face. There's obviously some golden ratio stuff going on because I have an attractive face. Probably the height of my face is probably golden ratio would be, the height and width. That's probably golden ratio. My guess is that the way my nose is probably golden ratio. The way my eyes are probably golden ratios. You can look at it. It's all over the place. My mouth is probably golden ratio as well. Golden ratios look appealing to the eye. It's one of the indicators that you are, in fact, healthy, that you have good genetics. The more attractive you are, the better genetics you have. That's why people like attractive people. That's why attractive people tend to do better as well, is because they have better genetics. Some attractive people are fucking wrecks, like, not gonna lie. But like, if you think to yourself, I want a strong, healthy child to have with somebody, you're going to biologically be more attracted to somebody who is genetically more stable. Like somebody like me, my sister, she gave birth to a really healthy baby, like really healthy. That girl, she eats like crazy. Very proud auntie, by the way. My niece is absolutely adorable. But the point is, when my sister was dating, she was dating this one guy, and then she was talking to her husband. And I go, you should date your husband, the guy who eventually became her husband. And I'm like, he's way more attractive. And they met, they hung out, they really liked each other. And you know what? They eventually got married, and they had the healthiest baby I've ever seen in my life. Amazingly healthy child. And that's the goal. You want to have the healthy child. That's why you want to go for the more attractive appearing people. So, I mean, it's just a thing. And you can do certain things to, like, alter your appearance to make yourself look better. And those are all good things, too. Like, I pluck my eyebrows. I shave my legs. I try to keep my hair nice, because I like soft hair. And I like it when it looks good. And I wear nice frames that accentuate my face, probably. And it's all stuff like that. It's not oppressive. You're just fat and ugly. You're just stupid. You're just acting like a child. I'm sorry. This is all about you. It's not about me. It's not about anybody else. It's about your insecurities. It's about your failures. You become the thing you hate. And Anita Sarkeesian is a harasser. She has become the thing she hates. This is why I think just throw hate out of the equation. Hate's a terrible thing to begin with. Hate corrupts you. It turns your heart. It lowers your vibrational pattern. And for the people who understand what I'm talking about when I say vibrational pattern, it lowers your vibrational pattern to a lower vibration, and it drags you down. You want to be operating at the highest vibration that you can manage. And when you tell yourself things like, I'm oppressed, I'm enslaved, I'm never going to get ahead, I'm a woman and therefore I'm disadvantaged, and all these things, it lowers your vibrational energy. And, you know, that's a bad thing. You want to raise your vibrational energy. You want to encourage yourself. You want to encourage other people. You want to see people being successful. And you know what that does? When you are actually successful and you're a decent human being and you create something that's good and long-lasting, it raises the vibrations of others as well. When they see you as an example, they look at you and they go, I could do that. And it raises their vibrational pattern and you can think of this as emotion. It makes the emotions more positive, and so they feel like they want to go do more. For those more spiritually oriented, it raises your vibrational pattern, so it expands you. It makes you better, and that's the thing. Anita doesn't want to expand. She just keeps condensing on herself, and she's dragging herself down more and more. If she's willing to have an open discussion, she could advance things. She could be an example. She could do good things with her life. But she's a terrible person and she's stupid, so it's never going to happen. All right. You guys have a great day. I need to go work. Bye.